Hi everyone and welcome back to the Clever Report. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you'll be notified anytime I drop another video. So today we're going to take a critical look at the family of Carmelo Anthony, the father, the mother, the grandmother. Because personally, I think this family failed him. I think this is the normal average black American family whereby you are taught to hate white people, you're taught to have animosity towards white people, you're taught to do anything you like, and there's no consequences because black people in the United States are somehow a protected class. It doesn't make any sense. I think the family failed this boy. They used him to cash out. They used him to sow division in the community. They used him to, raise rage baits and an opportunity to be racist towards white people because they cashed out so much. There were almost $1 million in GoFundMe sent by black people that actually some of them were actually thinking that this is just an act of racism, or why some of them are actually purely racist. Well, they don't even care that this white boy or this boy is not even about the skin color. Austin Metcalf has lost his life and he can't be able to do anything in the future. His family can't see him, they can't hug him anymore. But somehow the Carmelo Anthony's family, the father, the mother, the grandmother, the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. They're out here trying to make it seem like all the jurors were racist, the county is racist, the policemen are racist, and the family of Austin Metcalf are racist. They are not taking any accountability. I genuinely think the family failed this boy. They failed him. They failed him so much because they wanted to use him and cash out and get a quick payday. And that was the whole charade of the trial they were putting. Because you cannot tell me that this boy is carrying a knife, carrying a weapon to a school event. And I'm sure this is not the first time he has done this kind of thing. But the family is still covering him up, trying to make it look like they are somehow the victim in this case. Where somebody just lost his son. The family lost their son, a brother lost his twin, and the father can't see the son again. So there are very news media clips of Carmelo Anthony's family, going around to make themselves the victim, saying that all the witnesses they lied. It's very, very crazy.
You're saying that as you were watching the trial, as you were in there, you didn't want to question the process. You wanted to let it play out. But was there at any point that you felt the outcome was heading in this direction?
No. Everybody lied. Look at the report. Everybody, it's called what? It's perjury. That everybody did. Basically just did it with no, and they never was called out on it. I mean, literally they told within an hour of when it happened, it was 2 to 3 people. When they got to the trial, oh no, it was, I'm like, wait, what? And don't get me wrong, the defense said, hey, did you say this here? Everybody. One girl made up a lie, said it was over a race. That my son just walked up. This is how crazy this is.
Yeah.
One girl sat on the stand and said, yeah, he just walked up to him and said, what, you want to race? It didn't even make sense. Then they asked her, did you lie? She was like, on the stand. Nothing happened.
Why didn't the defense call more witnesses?
That's not my department.
So from those clips, you will see that, Carmelo Anthony learned some of his antics, some of this irrational, emotional behavior from his family. Because they don't even want to take accountability. You can see the grandmother screaming, racism, prejudice. But somebody died. They're not even considering the fact that their son, the direct response to being shoved, it was disproportionate. Somebody can't shove you and then you plunge a knife to his chest and want to somehow claim the victim. And they were just saying even the jurors for the defense, somehow they were all lying. These children witnessed what happened and they have been traumatized for life. They have been scarred seeing somebody bleed out in front of them. So this is very, very, very crazy. And another, there are many reactions of black people online, the usual suspects, saying all the racist things, being so misinformed and everything. But I understand. And now Jasmine Crockett, you see the former Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, making a statement about, the being a black person, how it is very hard in America in 2026. I want us to watch certain clips of her and then I'll give you my take.
35 years for a kid who had decided to go under a tent that was not his team's tent as it was raining and simply didn't want to be put out in the rain by some random kid that he didn't know who was larger than him. Listen, a lot of people don't know what it is to live as a black person in this country, but just like you can give the benefit of the doubt to so many police officers when they go out and they shoot some black unarmed person, even though they are trained, the fact that there was little to no mercy seen or humanity seen when this black boy said that I was scared. Black women, especially black women who have black male children, live in fear and agony every single day. A fear and agony that I promise you, the Metcalfs probably never spent a day living that way. And we're going to have just some real conversations about race.
Any average person that has been following the American politics for the past 2-3 years knows that Jasmine Crockett is a retard. I don't even know how this person has a law degree. I don't even know how this person made it to almost the upper echelon in the United States government. She was a congresswoman. Because this person doesn't know anything. This person is dumb. But she's just playing to the race card. And the fact that sometimes I genuinely think that these people are just doing this just to score some political vote or just to whip up political statement. But at this point, I think they genuinely believe this thing. And it's a problem. If they were just doing it for, grifting's sake or trying to appeal to the black community, I know it's still dumb, but I still understand. And they have a political outcome. But at this point, I think these people genuinely believe what they're saying. You cannot say that the life of black people are so hard and all these things. And a black boy, Anthony Karmelo, killed somebody in cold blood. But there's no accountability. I've not even seen a clip of her saying that Karmelo is wrong. And we should, tamper justice with mercy. If it's what she was saying, I would understand. But it's not what she's saying. She's flat out being racist and playing the victim. It is very, very, very crazy. The black community in the United States needs to fix up. This is not how to. They make the whole black-skinned people around the world look so bad. And then there's a video of, Austin Metcalf's father. This is a broken father. This guy is just, his family is being threatened. He even, offered to pray in the first press conference, pray with the Anthony Karmelo's family. He offered an olive branch. He forgave him, but they are calling him racist, telling him that his son's life doesn't matter and this and this. And he's just ranting out. I don't blame him at this point because he's a father. He's a father that just lost his boy and he's not going to see him again.
You abandoned your kid. You left him there. I guess he's no more use to you because you can't get any more GoFundMe money or Go money. You are grifters. You should be ashamed of yourself. You raised that child. And I swear to God, CPS to come check on those other 3 that you still have. You never once admitted or took accountability. You tried to play victim. The real victim is the one who died, not the one who shoved a knife in his chest. I come to pray with you and show the world we can close the gap of this unbelievable racial divide. And what'd you do? You widen the gap even further. You hire a convicted baby shaking felon who's only in it for the money, who gives you bad advice, kicks me out of a press conference. Oh, funny. I was somewhere I wasn't supposed to be, but I left when asked. I didn't stab anyone. And then you proceeded to gaslight me with your convicted felon, quote, advocate, minister? Minister of what? Minister irrelevant? Minister of bullshit? How about minister fuck you? Y'all think I'm a saint? I'm no saint. I'm as human as you. I have emotions. Just because I'm a Christian doesn't mean I don't sin, because I don't walk on water and I don't turn into wine.
But you see these black people, Charleston White and co, coming out to say all sorts of racist things against this boy. And there's even, this animosity that is they have towards the white people. It runs deep. It runs deep that they are even ready to cover a murderer. They are even ready to support a murderer just because to spite the white people. And in another news making around, you see, pictures of black people, defecating and desecrating Austin Metcalf's grave. These are the kind of people we are dealing with. I'm sorry. I know racism is bad, but at this point, if Austin Karmelo's, if Austin Metcalf's father or the brother become racist, I genuinely understand. It's not as if I'm endorsing it, but I understand. You can't go about desecrating somebody's grave. This is the lowest of lows. And this is the black community. This is what they are breeding in 2026. And they still cry and say racism everywhere, and they are being oppressed and they are a marginalized group. It is very crazy. I pray for the happy repose of Austin Metcalf. I pray his family gets closure. And I'm so disappointed. I'm embarrassed by the actions and inactions of all these black people. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So make sure you like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you'll be notified anytime I drop another video. You know I love you, but God loves you more.